Capricorn, my beloved opposite. I hope that you're doing well. Because opposite because I'm Cancer. This is a reading for you for 2021. So, sort of like what brought you to where you are, all the lessons, everything from, 2020, even like say like from 2019, and what's coming towards you in this 2021 period. Now, I do understand that, sometimes readings resonate with us and sometimes they don't resonate with us. But what I also know is that initially a reading can sometimes not resonate with you right now, and then later on during the day or the week or the month or whatever, you actually find that it really, really does resonate. So before you decide that the reading's not really for you, I would like to recommend that you maybe look at the whole reading, and if it still doesn't make sense, there's a link in the description that says free natal chart. Then you can have a look at that and you can see where your placements are. Maybe you need to look at a different reading. Also, there is a link for AC Digital Marketing Solutions in the description down below. There is a link to the page for my beautiful friend that does all my graphic design and social media management. And these beautiful thumbnails for this video has actually been created by AC Digital Marketing Solutions. So it's nice and punky and in a sense really captures your personality and who you are. All right. Because, I'm spiritual, but I'm also a little bit of a wild one. And I love it. All right. So I'm going to use these cards, the Spellcasting Oracle, which I actually bought specifically for these readings. Then we're going to do some tarot, we're going to do some oracle, we're going to do some clarifications, and we're going to end off with a message from the universe for you. All right. I would like to make use of this opportunity to thank all of you for all the beautiful support that I received from you during 2020 and even before. I really appreciate it. It's a real honor for me to be walking into 2020 with you, or 2021 with you. And for those of you that don't know me, that's here for the first time, I'd like to welcome you. My name is Adrian. I'm intuitive healer. I practice holistic wellness. I'm a spiritual regression hypnosis practitioner, and welcome. All right. So, oracle card for you. We're looking at closure. This is cycles that are wrapped up. Things that are dealt with, cycles that are done, walking away in a very healthy way from that which no longer serves us in a positive way. Sometimes, we stay with certain things for so long, and we can have very good intentions for doing so, but we sometimes stay with things for so long that in a way, by sort of sticking around trying to do the the beautiful honorable thing, we actually start to do the dishonorable thing, and we actually start to create imbalance, because what we sometimes forget is to to be in flow with life, for when it's time to move on, it's actually time to move on. Okay. So this is actually a beautiful moving forward that I can see happening here for you at the moment. Let's see what we're going to use for you. All right. So we're going to use the Rider-Waite tarot deck for you, for your reading. And let's see what we got for you. All right. Let's see what we got coming up for you. What brought you to where you are? What might you be missing in where you are? Okay. Talk, we're going to have to talk. We're going to clarify, but we're going to have to talk. Okay. Yeah. I'm a little bit uneasy with what I see, so if you came to this reading feeling a little bit uneasy, feeling that you need, but look at this. All right, you may be in the right place. Draw you one more card. So, where you currently are, or actually rather what brought you to where you currently are, there's a sense of giving power away. There was a sense of, and this goes very much, against your core, I would say, zodiac nature, placing your faith almost in the hands of other people, letting others decide for you, having the final say. or even the first say, and you just kind of roll with it. So, you know, they sort of have the first say, the in-between, middle say, and the last say. And yeah, like even where you are right now, you know, life may be very upside down for you at this present point in time. But the reason why life is upside down is because it's almost like your life is the exact opposite of what it, you know, of what it's supposed to be. And as I was saying in the beginning of the reading, you know, with Capricorn, for example, being my opposite, like on the opposite side of the zodiac wheel, you know, kind of like right on top there, and Cancer here at the bottom. What the thing is with Cancer, that, you know, the emotions are very much happening on the inside, and obviously with, you know, with Capricorn, you sort of more on the expressive side of things, you know, on the outside. And sometimes, you know, quite often, people don't really get Capricorns, you know. They would feel that you're too sort of like, you know, maybe chauvinistic, you know, too flamboyant or whatever. And I can kind of get with the way that the world was going, you know, that many of you might have felt that, you know, the authenticity of who you are was maybe sort of frowned upon a little bit. So, you know, there was almost sort of like and I mean, we don't always think about these things like that, but you know, it's almost like, you know, you felt that you maybe needed to tone yourself down a little bit. You know, you're talking too loud, laughing too loud. You know, your ideas were maybe too, you know, futuristic, if you want to call it that. You know, on the point where it almost, you know, some of you could have felt that you're being treated in a way that it's almost like you're revolutionary, you know, like people's like, you know, and when I say revolutionary, I mean in the more sort of like French Revolution side of things, people's like, you want to take this easy, you know, you want to sort of maybe tone your dial down a little bit. But then what I do see coming towards you, which is actually incredible, especially for those of you that lost hope, that felt like, oh my goodness, what is the point of everything? Because I do see a lot of loss here, you know, physical loss, materialistic loss, like a loss of hope, basically. And so especially for those of you that are looking for stability, you know, love, hoping for children, you know, that the relationship will go to the next level, maybe, you know, moving from sort of like engagement to marriage, that sort of thing. There's a lot of that beautiful stability coming across there for you. And I feel that for many of you, you know, you may have, you know, kind of felt that there was almost like an inside, like an emotional kind of lack, you know, and you, it's almost like you're finding yourself in the mess where you could be right now, but it's from very good intentions, you know, it's from very pure intentions. And it's like things are twisting around. So we're going to see what's happening over here when we're clarifying. But there's definitely a beautiful turnaround of events, of emotions, of inner feelings. And many of you may most certainly actually get married, you know, really, really soon. Now, with your overall energy, and this is how things are getting turned around for you, you know, there is that sense of holding on to the past a little bit, focusing on the past, you know, what has been lost, how you've been hurt, how you've been done wrong. And you know, you are very strongly encouraged to to sort of practice, you know, letting go, releasing, forgiveness, you know, whether you're able to try and see it from the other person's side or not, but to do something to get over these hurdles that are holding you back, because the emotional sort of comeback, you know, that you sort of getting over here, it's not really making you feel very good. All right. And on the other end, actually, of that forgiveness, you know, if you can work at letting that past go, releasing, you know, what may have been done to you, and like what people, you know, may have wronged you, you know, also, that is when we obviously immediately start to see the beauty that has always been there, that's always been available, you know. And I mean, that's the power of forgiveness, because when we forgive, we step out of that cycle of, you know, being part of this sort of mess of a sort of melange thing going on, you know. And I do also see you really moving forward. So I really do see you releasing, you know, those past things, releasing those hurts, realizing that yes, it really hurt my heart. I really hope it didn't go the way that it went. But you know, I'm not gonna. I see many of you not staying there, but sort of giving yourself the chance, moving forward with honesty, with integrity. And that would obviously explain why, for many of you, especially as looking for love. Also, something interesting that I have, a lot of you have been sort of wronged in love, and I feel the right person kind of coming back to either forgiveness or the right person coming to you. But a lot of you are very stuck in an emotional sense, because you could have been with someone that cost you very dearly, you know, in physical senses. I feel for some of you, you know, even like a limb, basically, you know, like an arm or something breaking, it's something like that. For clarifying, we're going to use the Gilded Tarot. All right, let me just put my little dice over there. Now, let's clarify the energy that brought you to where you currently are. Lots of answers. Lots of answers. Let's see. It's my kitty cat. Welcome. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome, baby. You can't be here. Come sit. You want to sit? Here's your spot. Are you okay? Right. Look at him checking me out. Want to play now? All right. So, now, some of you have had the wrong end of the stick. Okay. It almost feels like some of you might have been involved in a situation that, you know, it might have started off as kind of innocent, but then it got big and, you know, sort of larger than what you are. So many of you might have found yourself, you know, even literally in things like fraud cases, and you're like, how did I get myself into this mess? You know, how did I end up in this situation where I ended up? And I also feel that for many of you, and I'm getting it, that it's almost like your dreams were starting to fulfill. You know, this could be in life, especially in work, you know, those personal things that really mean a lot to us on the inside. It's like things were really starting to work out for you, but then there was this other situation that, you know, I don't know, it was just a mess. And I suppose that is why your oracle card speaks of closure. I'm actually going to draw, let me actually draw a card for that and just see what I get on there. I suppose any minute it's going to want to go out. Let's just see what I get for you on there. So I must draw it with this deck, okay? What do we have for Capricorn, please? For 2021. 5 of Wands on the closure card. Yeah. Very, you know, very contrived, very all over the place. Lots of emotions, lots of thoughts, lots of thinking. And I feel that for many of you, you know, you might sort of still be there, but I feel there's a stepping away from that. Okay? Yeah. Stepping away from that, the forgiveness, getting the clarity of mind, knowing that, you know, maybe you couldn't have done anything better at the time. Sometimes we learn these very powerful lessons, and you know, things happen that we could never sort of fathom in our mind ever happening in our lives, but it's all part of that lesson. And when we understand that the people involved, you know, they were playing certain roles, and it doesn't mean that we condone what people do to us, and it doesn't mean that you become like a doormat that people step over you, but you begin to understand that they had certain roles to play, in the way things came about that brought you to where you currently are. And we are always really at the right time, we are always really at the right place. We don't always just understand, that this is the reason for, or what the reason for it might be. Now, because I feel that for some of you, it's almost like, and this may not be for all of you, but it's almost like there was some sort of situation. It could have been at work, some sort of situation, something involving trust and, issues and like money, materials, property, that sort of stuff. And this was a problem. And I feel that many of you, to maybe save others, not even just so much yourself, maybe saving face for you, but for everybody, you're the one that actually chose to step away from, from your sort of dreams, okay? And let's see what's going on. Okay, but so where you currently are, you are actually being encouraged by the universe. That also lets you know that, that was a temporary situation. I feel that for many of you, this is a beautiful, ideal time from where you are right now to start, opening your heart, mind, and soul to that idea that you can do something different. You've got so many talents. You've got, I feel for many of you, there might be things that you want to, you might have been wanting to do all along in any case. And I mean, sometimes this doesn't always make sense, because let's say, for example, you've got a perfect job, or you've got a relationship that is, that is good. We don't always understand that, sometimes there's so much more, because we're already feeling very fulfilled. And then you have these lessons coming around. So you are being encouraged, first of all, to allow the universe to to be there for you. There's a turnaround of things taking place there. You've got the Hanged Man. There's a turnaround of things taking place. There is everything that you lost. I feel that it's really busy turning around. Because now you had the Six of Pentacles in reverse, that is clarified by the Six of Pentacles in the upright position. So you got the Eight of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and the Six of Pentacles. That is clarifying the Six of Pentacles that's in reverse. So the situation is busy turning around. The wheels are busy turning. Things are actually busy improving for you currently where you are right now. So the universe is aware of the wrong that could have been done to you. It's aware of the sacrifices that you've made. It's aware of the losses that you suffered, and things are turning in your favor. Okay, without you actually really need to do anything. All that's being asked of you is to have the willingness to shine, to have the willingness to put yourself out there, to let those personal talents, maybe something that you just practice in your personal capacity, or like a side hustle or something that you had, that could actually come forward and serve you really, really beautifully. Because what's coming towards you is love, is beauty, is stability. But there's also, and this is why you are being encouraged to, close the door and to move on, because here we've got the Five of Wands again, actually going forward into 2021. It's those feelings, that made you sort of trip before, that you didn't feel good enough, that you were made to feel that you don't add up, that you don't measure up, that you're not good enough. Those feelings are basically, in a sense, they're busy coming back. All right. And then you have, so even though things are coming back, I also see you healing from a lot of the, from a lot of the things that would have sort of, kind of like buckled you at your knees before. I see you becoming very strong in 2021. I see you really, finding clarity and peace in situations where you actually think of it right now. Like, something might come to mind and you might say, like, you know what, Adrian, I hear what you're saying and I can make peace with everybody, but there's that one thing. I can't. I just can't. I can't. I want to, I can't. I just can't. But the beautiful thing is that I feel that, which is so beautiful, you are actually finding that strength to finally let go, to finally release, to finally surrender, to finally be free, to finally live the life that you know that you deserve to live. And it's serving you in such positive ways. And also the little that you've lost before, compared to what you are getting. Oh, just pure magic. Pure magic. There's so much that's coming your way. And obviously you're getting support as you go along the way with this emotional release. Some of you have been very, very hurt, very let down. And you're getting beautiful support for you to release that, so you can actually step into the shine and the beauty that we both know that you deserve. Okay? All right. Now, let's look at this overall energy of yours. Let's look at this, because it does speak about forgiveness, and then it speaks about, you know, moving on after the forgiveness. Beautiful. This message is amplified. I'm telling you, if you're not getting married in this year, you better be sending me pictures. Okay? 2021. Beautiful. Finally, this is such good news for you, for all of you that's looking for that inner sense of peace, whatever that may mean to you. Okay? That you know, sometimes in life we just want that something, and it almost feels like you might never get it, especially where we are right now, you know, with the state that the world is in. It feels like we won't get it, but I feel that your dreams are being fulfilled in such wonderful, beautiful ways. There's people that are celebrating for you, that are on your side. There are new opportunities that are growing. You are actually going into a very prosperous phase where, again, I see marriage. I see coming together. Okay? Just one more card, just to check something else for me. Yeah. This is you releasing yourself from that, you know, sort of burden of the past that we can sometimes, you know, nobody needs to bring us down, because you sort of like tie a rope around your own ankles and put like a, you know, like a rock around it and throw yourself into the water. But you're moving past that. And for many of you, you may, what I'm saying to you right now will be like, oh, I don't know. It's not like I'm doubting you, but I don't know. Beautiful things coming your way. Absolutely divinely beautiful things coming your way. And claim that in your heart, in your mind, in your soul. You know, if it resonates with you, you're more than welcome to like, share, comment, subscribe the video. I also recently started working with an international company to create an online crystal healing course, 32 lessons, and the first 8 lessons are free. As soon as that is available, I will also let you know about that on the future readings. I put the link down below if you're interested in that. Okay, let's see what oracle card we're using for you. Angel Answers. This deck is very popular in these November 2021 readings, or November, the 2021 readings from now. And I'm just tongue twisted. I'm just going to be quiet. But let's see, if you have a specific question in your mind, you can ask it, or we can just see what the universe has to say to you or for you. Oh, wow. Look at this. Recovery. Recovery from the past. Recovery from the pain. Recovery from losses. Okay, which is wonderful. Let's get you a direct message from the universe. See what the universe has got to say for you. What does the universe have for Capricorn for 2021, please? So you've got the Two of Swords. You've got the 10 of Pentacles. That fantastic news continues. Because for many of you, you might be feeling quite stuck right now. But one of the main reasons why you might also feel stuck is because the previous choices, the previous options, they're not viable to you anymore. Okay? King of Pentacles. The Hierophant. This is growth. This is growth. This is growth into stability. This is growth into wealth, growth into money, growth into a sense of peace. You know, many of you are chasing and you are running and you're not even sure what it is that you are, you know, that it is that you want to achieve, but you know that you need to find it something. It's like this restlessness in your soul, and you may have been studying on something for a long time or working towards it, you know, be it like a relationship or whatever. Also beautiful recovering health. Happening for you, many spiritual awakenings going to that next level. So all in all 2021, you know, it's a very positive, fully encompassing year for you. It should be a really, really incredible year for you, you know, where you really reap a lot of the benefits of the seeds that you've sown before, and sometimes sowed through pain. Okay, so may it be the most beautiful year for you, and so it is. Namaste, love and light.